So now I've seen some of the things I can do to create an ad hoc report. What are some other functionalities that I can use with it?
Yeah, so I showed you the ad hoc report. It's limited in a way that formatting is not so easy to adjust here, because the ad hoc is, as the name tells you, it's completely dynamically driven, that you can use it ad hoc for browsing and analyze your data. But now I would like to do a more reporting style on this spreadsheet, and therefore we go to our JEDOX Excel add-in, and currently you can see I can edit this view for the ad hoc reporting, and I can use this ad hoc report now. I can detach it from the dynamic part, and now I have a spreadsheet with formulas on it, and it's not driven by the dynamic ad hoc paste view functionality. So what I can do now, for example, I can easily use my Excel skills, Control Plus. I put in some new rows. I can write here something like, this is the report for Austria, for example. I have only the company's customers from Austria here. I can make some adjustments to the color codes here. So let's say this color here. And the dynamic ad hoc view cannot destroy my formatting now.
So I see that now the swap and edit view parts are gone.
Right. And what is very interesting is when you go to a cell, actually it was already there before, but now I can show you more detail, because now you can adjust what is in the cell.
Okay.
We detached it, right? So it's not driven by the dynamic ad hoc report anymore. So now it's our report, and we can adjust this very easily with our Excel skills, because it's just a formula.
Okay.
So you see Parlo.data C is the formula. We have a couple of parameters here. It's pointing to our database, to which cube, and we need the coordinates. So what I can do easily, because it's Excel.
Wait, so you said coordinates, and in that case you mean the dimensions in my cube where it's pulling the data from?
Exactly.
Okay.
So each parameter here is referencing to an element name. Actually, it's a string, but the string is matching our elements we have created before in our model. And these are being used to locate exactly the appropriate cell into my cube, and then the database retrieves the value, and the formula displays this value in on my spreadsheet. What I can do really easily is, because it's just strings I need to pass into the formula, I can copy and paste, for example, here my column with cost of sales. So currently, the formulas are looking or referencing to the cell F9. Cost of sales is the string I have inside. So all the data here is referencing to the same cell. So every data here is cost of sales. Now I can easily type in sales. This is the element name sales we have created.
From the measure dimension.
From the measure dimension, right? And the only thing I have to care about is that the name is matching. Lowercase, uppercase, doesn't matter. And now I get the sales data.
Oh, that's great.
From the cube. So you can easily adjust your report, right? So so with all the Excel skills, and you can rebuild. So even here you can copy and paste, or in this case I moved it, so you can make it easy, nicer, and you can rearrange even here. So when you say actual should be here, I can switch between actual and budget data. So it's still dynamic in a way that data is being driven or pulled from the OLAP database dynamically, but the ad hoc possibilities are now gone. So you are more in report mode. So you can imagine if I go to page layout, for example, and get rid of my grid lines, I'm more now on a way to build a nice report.
Okay. Can I also use just the normal Excel functionalities using formulas and stuff like this with my data I'm pulling from the cube?
Right, yeah. So if you want to do additional fancy calculations that maybe are not in your database, sure. Let's say we want to calculate the percentage of cost of sales compared to sales. So we just type in our usual formulas in Excel, equal E9 divided by F9. There we have a number. So let's give this percentage calculation, and then we use here our Excel stuff. There we are. So this is now part of the report. We can save the report easily. Actually, we save the workbook, and then you can use it next day, and you get dynamically the data again from the cube. The Palo data is pulling the data from the cube, and then the spreadsheet calculates the new values. And then you can also add charts, whatever.
Okay, that is really convenient.